Hi everyone, welcome with another webinar with Geeks for Geeks. Okay, let's we follow the ritual. Let's wait for a few minutes so that everyone can join this interesting webinar and we have an announcement to make as well. So till then everyone just tell me about how you're spending your dates already midweek. So what are your plans for the week? Just tell me in the comment section below. Let's do a bit chit chat and know bit of each other. Okay. Tell your friends to join this webinar. Okay. So I think everyone has joined this webinar. So let's start with this interesting webinar. I hope you all are doing great and plan your weekend ahead. So let's start with this amazing webinar. And today with us we have Amit Diwan. And this webinar is all about the Bootstrap if you are a beginner with a coding. So this course is just for you at just reasonable price. And if you're gonna register for this webinar today, you're gonna get 200% off on the price. So let's start with the webinar and let's welcome Amit Diwan. Okay, hi
Yeah,
Amit.
hi Moshika. Yeah,
Yeah,
hi.
how are
How are
you?
you? I'm fine.
I'm good too. Yeah. So Amit, before asking you all the questions, so let's start with a quick introduction of yourself. Just tell our audience about yourself and about this course as well. Like what we're gonna discuss and what is this course is all about, and what knowledge they'll gather from this course.
Yeah, firstly, Moshika, I'm Amit Diwan, as you just said. So I am running a website, studiopedia.com. With that, we are also having a YouTube channel, Amit Thinks. So whatever we post on Amit Thinks YouTube channel, the videos, all the notes are published on studiopedia.com. Okay. So we started in 2018 with the website, but probably our YouTube channel is going really well right now. We have more than 1 million views per month, organic views. So we are not into any paid promotions right now. So these are all organic views. So we were having around 25,000 views before the lockdown. So lockdown actually worked as a blessing in disguise for us. So from 25,000 to 1.1 million in 2 years we achieved. So after that, we started creating complete courses. So we uploaded on Udemy and we got a very good response. So right now we have around 6,000 plus enrollments on our Udemy courses in more than eight languages and web dev technologies. Now regarding our course on Geeks for Geeks, okay. So when we were working, when I started my company, we all knew about Geeks for Geeks initially, because one of my employee told me that sir, I cleared gate using Geeks for Geeks completely. So I said, yeah, free content on Geeks for Geeks on a website is a really good thing on Gate. So she told me that I got 500 rank, and but I was unable to get into IIT MTech. So I am trying again. So she left my job and worked around some months to clear gate. After giving the gate exam, she worked for Geeks for Geeks. So I have a brief knowledge about Geeks for Geeks, like any other engineer or experienced professional. So
Yeah.
why? Because initially, when I started my career, I worked for IIT Delhi. Before that, I got placed in Accenture and HCL, but due to some reasons, I was unable to relocate. So when I got a job at IIT Delhi, who will leave a job at IIT Delhi, right? Even for
Yeah.
Accenture, yeah. So
Mhm. Yeah.
yeah, so I definitely had a dream of being an entrepreneur. I worked as a freelancer for Tutorials Point for a long time. Then these websites like Geeks for Geeks, I used to study from W3 schools, Tutorials Point, W, and and the complete Geeks for Geeks, because if you want a knowledge about any topic, you just go to Geeks for Geeks and just type on the search.
Yeah.
You'll get every possible information. So this is these websites like Geeks for Geeks are a blessing for not even students but people like professionals like us. I have heard that more than people with more than 25 years of experience are basically on Geeks for Geeks learning new technologies. So regarding this course, so Gaia, what we did, I just thought that we will prepare a Bootstrap course. Okay, but the catch, what we did, we worked on a platform so that we can show the screen size also. Because when we talk about creating a responsive website, if you are a beginner in website development, currently you only need to work around responsive websites. Okay, so responsive website design includes screen sizes on your mobile, laptop, and tablets. So when you are working on a new technology, you need to know the screen size as well. So while explaining this course, we have included 80 plus codes which students can download from Geeks for Geeks itself. Okay, and the price is also very much reasonable. Okay, so I read an interview about Mr. Sandeep Jain, the founder of Geeks for Geeks. He was telling that we always keep the price of courses really less for students. Obviously, students can't pay a hefty amount. So yeah, so the price is also really good, and you can, as she told that you can get a very good discount on the same Bootstrap course. Yeah.
Again, so Amit, I was asking like what is Bootstrap and what it is used for.
Okay, yeah. So firstly, I just also want to mention before introducing Bootstrap, the course is only available for rupees 299. Okay, so you can easily work around this reasonable course and learn how to create a responsive website. So now regarding Bootstrap, so Bootstrap is basically a free and open source front end framework that already includes your CSS and HTML templates. So easily you can work around a responsive website. You can create a website for your mobile device, for your laptop, as well as your tablet. So if you're creating a code, a single code will work for all of them. Okay, so that's the best part about Bootstrap. So basically what this Bootstrap does, it will also allow you to load your website in a quicker way. Why? Because there is an option to install Bootstrap on your server, or you can also use the CDN link. What is CDN now? CDN is content delivery network, which allows you to quickly load your images and videos as well as your website. So in the entire Bootstrap course on Geeks for Geeks, what we have done, we haven't shown how to install Bootstrap on your system or server. We have shown it how you can easily add a single two links in your code, and it will automatically get the CDN link, and you can easily work around creating a responsive website and completing your code. So we are just adding we are just adding two lines of code in an HTML page. That's it. And the official Bootstrap CDN is JS Deliver. So right now you can just add those two codes. We have it in our third chapter, I guess, through which you can easily install and set up your Bootstrap with no hassles. Okay, so why we need to work around Bootstrap, and why can't we work around only HTML to create responsive websites? So let's say you want to create a responsive table, you want to create a responsive image. You just need to you just need to write a one-line code with a single class name. That's it. You don't need to write that complete CSS codes for even creating a table, creating a responsive table, not a table, a responsive table that gets aligned on all the three possible devices. Okay, with that goes for responsive images. If you know a jQuery pop-up, which we also get on Geeks for Geeks website when we open it, you can easily create it in Bootstrap using a single line of code. It is called model. Okay, so yeah, please, Mishka.
Yeah, that's good. So, suppose Amit, someone doesn't know about Bootstrap. He's completely new to Bootstrap. So, how one can learn Bootstrap from the scratch?
Okay, from the scratch, first you need to learn about HTML. Okay, so HTML is really easy. You can easily work around HTML in a single day. Okay, you can also refer Geeks for Geeks free text tutorials, and you can easily create a .html file on your system, on your desktop, let's say. It will automatically convert to your browser web page. So you can learn from there how you can create a simple HTML page. Okay, so after that you can work around the structure of a web page. Those are very easy concepts. Predefined tags are provided by HTML. So after doing that for a single day, I guess one day is sufficient. You can move towards Bootstrap, and when you will start learning Bootstrap, you will understand it is even easier than HTML, because you just need to write a single class name and it will work for you. To create a complete drop down menu, all we all know drop down menu, even if we are not from an IT background, what is a drop down menu? Like on Geeks for Geeks website, we have a courses section on the left, top left. When you click on it, there are sub menus, and there are further sub menus there. So through Bootstrap you can easily create them. Okay, I can tell you, only we have shown only 3 lines of code to create a drop down menu. So it's very easy to work around. Our course is around 2 hours, and I promise you, within a day, if you are following all the 80 codes we have provided, almost all the codes we have provided to download, just copy them, paste it in your HTML file, run it, and after start doing some basic changes to it, create your own website. Let's say you're creating a company website or your own website like Geeks or Geek, for example, providing free learning. So you can easily work around Bootstrap in it. Yeah.
That's good. So it's like after doing that course, if someone is not from the IT background, someone is not familiar with the technicalities or the coding part. So if that person will do the HTML for be either the Geeks for Geeks website, the
Right.
free tutorials or articles, but after doing HTML and by doing that Bootstrap course, that will be sufficient. So I believe a non-technical person can also make a website.
Yeah, definitely. Why
Yeah.
not? But you need to initially begin around HTML. A lot of articles. I know more than 1,000 articles, I guess, are on Geeks for Geeks. You don't need to refer any other website. They have hell lot of
Yeah.
content. I have seen never-ending content on a single website. So you can easily work around their articles. You don't need to refer any video, I should say. Even if you're
Yeah.
referring articles, because they have a code section, you can run it live. You can also copy their code and work around your own website, and then you will easily understand the Bootstrap concept. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Amit, like moving on to the next question. So, could you please tell a brief about the Geeks for Geeks Bootstrap course, the structure, how we're gonna, cover all the topics and how it is formatted?
Yeah, so the Geeks for Geeks Bootstrap course, whenever we create a course, what we do, at first we introduce Bootstrap completely, so that people get to know that what is Bootstrap and why I should learn it. So the first chapter comes with the following introduction and the features, and why we need to work around it, why it's so easy to work around Bootstrap. Then we came around how to set up it. I just told you that we have used JS Deliver CDN. Okay, so I have told it very in a very easy way how you can just add 2 lines of code in your HTML file and just start learning your Bootstrap journey. Okay, then comes the div classes. If you are from an IT background, you know what is a div. So we have told that how you can just add div class is equal to container. That's it. And within that, you can add the row and column. What is this row and column? This is the structure of a web page, the grid of a web page. Okay, we all know what is a row. Row is like horizontal, and column is vertical. So we can easily
Yeah.
structure a complete rectangular web page. We can say a screen size. Okay, and we can begin with it. The fourth chapter comes around how to actually install and run your first Bootstrap web page. Okay, then we went towards other sections like how we can create an alert, the most important part of a web page, how we can align all the divs, how we can stack it. So let's say you are watching Geeks for Geeks website on a desktop. Okay, so it will how it will be aligned, the same website, how it will be adjusted and aligned on a mobile device and on a tablet. What we want to show, what we want to eliminate, what we want to how we want to stack, on a website. Let's say the courses on Bootstrap are aligned in a 4 column way, and on mobile it won't be aligned in a 4 column way because it won't be visible. It will be aligned single handedly. That we call it as stack. So what I have done, I guess, basically none of the courses on the internet will provide you a platform wherein uh, the screen size is also shown on the top right. Because if you're not aware about screen sizes in Bootstrap, you won't be able to work around it. Because Mishika, the mobile device have a specific size. The tablet
Yeah.
is having this size. Desktop 14-inch, 15-inch. So
Mhm.
I have shown the entire size. So sizes while uh, running the code. So you can easily understand it. On Udemy also it worked really well. But on
Yeah.
Geeks for Geeks, it's even cheaper than Udemy right now. So you can
Yeah.
just buy it from there. Yeah.
Yeah, because I believe in Geeks for Geeks, like we focus with the student centric, like providing student centric courses so that every student can afford the course.
Okay, what the course? Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, so is Bootstrap still in demand for major tech IT companies?
Yeah, it is in demand right now, especially after the introduction of, I should say, Bootstrap 5. But some of the people still say that if you want to get a better look of a website, you can avoid Bootstrap and work on some other frameworks like Tailwind.css is also available, and many
Yeah.
other. So yeah, but I still support Bootstrap, because if you're beginning with the responsive website design, please don't move around other technologies. Go around Bootstrap. I have already told you, and I'm repeating it again. If I want to create a responsive table, I just need to write a single line, a single class.
Mhm.
There's a single
Yeah.
class to create a responsive table. Okay, so इससे better क्या होगा? I guess nothing easier than that. Even if you want to create a
Yeah.
button, if you want to resize a button, you need to write a code in CSS. But in Bootstrap, it is already having CSS and HTML templates in it, JS templates. So you just need to work around it, and you can easily throw and create your responsive website, and all the basic things on a web page you can easily create using Bootstrap. Yeah,
Yeah, I believe I have seen few coding courses, and when it comes to coding, like what is better than a single line of code? Like,
yeah,
with a
yeah.
single line of code, you can create a good, you can create the pages and a website, responsive website.
Because what happens, Mishika, actually, if your line of code will increase on a
Yeah,
website, even on a software, the loading time will increase, and it will affect your website page
yeah,
loading. Or even if you are working on Java, you can see the if your code is correct, but the lines of code is more than the required one, the code is a
Mhm.
fail. In the same way, we need to work on the technologies that eases the work of understanding as well as creating a web page. So we
Yeah,
can't just
exactly.
like FT codes and get a faster loading website. Yeah. So we are using CDN for that. If you are from IT, if anyone is from an IT background, they can easily understand that using CDN is a must right now, because without CDN your site will fail. Definitely. Yeah.
So, is learning Bootstrap is like necessity after learning HTML and CSS? Well, you have explained this before as well. So, I also have a add-on on this. Like you said earlier, you first need to learn HTML and then go into the Bootstrap. So, CSS come in between or after the Bootstrap? Like we need to have the knowledge of HTML and CSS, and then one can who's a familiar or a non-familiar person, then that person should jump onto the Bootstrap.
Yeah, so HTML is a must. Basic HTML is a must, because you
Yeah,
need to create a tag. What is an HTML tag and head tag in the top? You need to
yeah,
have that info, because Bootstrap gets included in it. Regarding CSS, yeah, when you learn about HTML, you should have a bit of knowledge about CSS. These all HTML and CSS basic concepts can be covered in 1 or 2 days from your basic Geeks for Geeks website only. So I would rather prefer you to have bit of information before beginning with your Bootstrap course, because it can create some issues. You should have some good knowledge about Bootstrap, okay, about the CSS and HTML, okay.
yeah. Okay. So my next question is about the Bootstrap update. Like, how is Bootstrap 5 different from Bootstrap 4?
Yeah, so the basic update which included in Bootstrap 5 and Bootstrap 4 was initially that it basically removed the jQuery stuff. Firstly, we added 3 lines of code to include Bootstrap, even if it was in CDN. Now we need to only write 2 lines, and they have included vanilla JS concept in it. So one of the best concepts they have included, they have eliminated that jQuery stuff. You don't need to add the jQuery. Even if you are adding a single line of code, it is considered more than enough. Yeah. So it has been basically removed. Okay. So and basically the grid system is also improved. All the features are enhanced. The bugs are fixed. Okay, and
Yeah.
the SVG icons which were basically added before. Okay, now they have a better one in it. And the best part, if I remember it correctly, they have excluded the jumbotron. There was a jumbotron concept in Bootstrap, which we also included in our course, but we eliminated it now, because Bootstrap suggests you to use CSS instead of using Bootstrap for your basic jumbotron. So why I'm telling this, because even if there will be an update in future Bootstrap versions, if Bootstrap open source community will feel that one of their feature is creating issues and it is not better than using CSS, they will eliminate it. So you can understand the basic loyalty of Bootstrap community, that they have removed the jumbotron concept and they have told that use CSS instead. It is a better option. So the basic difference is what I saw is basically in jumbotron as and basically excluding the jQuery concept. Yeah.
Yeah. And what is the future and scope of Bootstrap?
Yeah, the future and scope,
Yeah, yeah.
you can basically work around many YouTube videos. They say that you should stop using Bootstrap. Many of them say that, but I don't believe in that. If you're a beginner and want to learn Bootstrap and other other frameworks, you need to first begin with HTML, CSS, and then Bootstrap, because Bootstrap will give you an overview about every possible responsive section on your website. So in our chapters, we have included more than 25 chapters. We have all these alerts, how you can create a pop-up menu alert, buttons on a website, how you can easily change the background color of a web page with a single line of code, the background color of a text, any possible text, by just adding a class in a tag, in an HTML tag. You can easily add a class, a Bootstrap class. That's it. With that, we have included all the how we can create cards. So you must have seen an author profile on Geeks for Geeks website also. You have provided in the bottom. You can easily create it using Bootstrap. Drop down menus, navigation bars on the top, how you can align navigation bar and your logo like we have seen on Geeks for Geeks website. You can easily do it with 4 lines of code using Bootstrap. So it will always be in demand. The scope of Bootstrap will always be there, I consider. Especially they are improving it with all the versions. Like if they are feeling that some features are creating issues, they will remove it, and they will add more new, better features in it. So yeah, it is having a lot of scope in future. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And like it's is Bootstrap still used for better practices by the IT companies or tech companies?
Yeah. Definitely, since it's an open source and it is being supported by a lot of open source community contributors, I should say. It will definitely be supported by many companies to create a responsive website. I myself know a lot of people who still create a lot of companies who still create even the website we developed, our website Studiopedia. I actually developed it with someone else. He is running a company in Delhi and he's working on Bootstrap websites only. So he knows that he can easily create a website in 3 to 4 hours using Bootstrap, and which is also having no issues with installation. You can easily write a CDN link and work around Bootstrap with no hassles. So no issues with no hefty installations of any other possible framework or yeah, widgets and all.
Okay, that's yeah, that's good to hear. So, Amit, that is all from my end. From the questions part, that's all from my end. Anything you would like to tell the audience who wants to start their career or who want to make the responsive websites or anything about this course and Bootstrap you would like to tell our audience?
Yeah, definitely. There are a lot of articles and there are a lot of videos on Geeks for Geeks regarding how to be a programmer or a website developer. So I'll tell you about a programmer first quickly. If you want to be a programmer, you need to have a basic knowledge in a single programming language initially. Even if you know Java, you can work around C Sharp, you can work around Python in a way. So in the same way, in website development, if you want to begin with website development, first begin with HTML and CSS. Also get some information about JavaScript, because if you'll get an information about JavaScript, you can work around all other JavaScript libraries. And believe me, there are a lot of JavaScript libraries and mostly are covered by Geeks for Geeks. Like jQuery, they have jQuery or express.js, Angular. Okay, these are all JavaScript libraries and frameworks. So if you want to create a responsive website, begin with HTML on Geeks for Geeks. Even their articles will work for you. Copy the code from here, run on your platform, do the changes there itself, and try to add more than 100 codes to learn a particular technology. Always make it a target, because we when we sell a course, even on Geeks for Geeks, if they're selling a course, they only focus on learning and examples. So we have provided 80 plus, we have more than 100 plus codes on Bootstrap, but we have provided around 88, 87, 88 of them. Okay, and which that will work for you. Just copy it, paste it, run it, do changes, and make it your own. So these are the purposes of a website like Geeks for Geeks. They want you to learn at just a mere cost of right now we are selling it on 299. So yeah, begin with HTML, then go around CSS concept, basic CSS concept, like how to add a style sheet, external and internal, and then begin with this Bootstrap course easily. Yeah.
So thank you so much, Amit. It was great interacting with you for this
Thank you.
webinar. So before moving on further on the audience questions, I would like to tell everyone who is watching this webinar, go check it out the description for this webinar, which where we have mentioned the coupon code to get 200% off on on this Bootstrap course. Use this coupon code Amit 2022 to get to avail this offer 200 off on this particular course. And we have also list our few more courses just for you, just so that you can be a master in the coding and you can prepare for your next big thing in the coding interviews. So check it out all our courses, and also do not forget to subscribe us and stay tuned for more updates with us. Last, let's see the audience questions, or audience is asking few more questions and want to know a few more things. So Ram is asking how many weeks for the Bootstrap course.
Look, Ram, thank you for your question. If you are working on Bootstrap, if you already have an idea about HTML and CSS, then I guess less than a week will be required. If you're investing more than 3 to 4 hours, even after your college or your job, you can work around 8 p.m. and daily you can work around 3 hours, and you make a target of completing three chapters, 4 chapters in a day. You can easily complete it within a week. But remember, the codes you are running should be your own. Initially you can copy it, but you can do some changes, make your own website. You can also try running, adding different menus and other stuff. But try to run more than 100 examples to learn a technology. Make it a target. So at the end of the course you have more than 100 codes of yours. You can refer it lately anytime in future. Yeah.
So we have another question. Laksha Sharma is asking, does Python is necessary for Bootstrap? And we have
No,
another question regarding Python, like is which is asked by Manvi Yogi. Is Python is good for the backend development? Yeah.
Yeah, basically, firstly, Python, we can say Python is the need of today. But herein we are discussing about web dev technology right now. So you don't need Python to work around Bootstrap, firstly. Okay, okay, yeah. So regarding my second question, Python is for backend. So Python is a language which can be connected with any possible databases. I've worked around MySQL. You can connect it with if you're working on data science, you can connect it with the MongoDB and work around it. Yeah. So if you're working about a technology in basically in today's trend, if you want to work around data science and all, go for Python. One of my friend is into data science as well. He gets interview calls after every second day from big IT giants because the demand of Python, Tableau, data science concepts, Python libraries. If you have hefty codes like 5 million users data, like for example, we have our Amazon Prime and Netflix data. You have 5 million users data, and you want to just grab any fetch any record from it within seconds. You can use Python libraries. So Python is beneficial for every possible coding. And if you want to work around backend, you can work around Python with MySQL and connect with it. Again, I'm telling Geeks for Geeks is having complete codes for it. Just copy paste it and then add your own stuff to it. That's the best possible way to learn. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all for today since we are running out of time. So it's time to wrap up this webinar. Amit, it's great interacting with you. Thank you so much for being with us today and answer to our all our queries. Thank you so much, and thank you so much everyone who have joined us today with this webinar.
Yeah. Thanks, Mishika. Thank you for your time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Bye.
thank you, Amit. Yeah, okay, bye. So hey everyone. So we have added the coupon code Amit 20 in 2022 in our the description. So go check out the description. Go check out this course and stay tuned with Geeks for Geeks for more quick updates and such type of interactive and informative webinars.